Welcome to another Gospel Outreach story. My name is Andrew Abbott, and today's story comes to us from South Bangladesh. Mohendro was just carefully getting out of the bathtub and reaching for a towel when suddenly he heard a loud shouting outside of his house. This man was out there calling out as loud as he could, "Please come help us! There's been an accident!" So instantly he got out of the tub, he dressed as fast as he possibly could, he ran out with his wife Ratna, and this man led them to a place where there's a group of people, there's a pond there, and there, laying in the middle of the group, was this little 3-year-old boy. His skin was just this whitish blue pallor all over him, and they explained to the gospel outreach evangelists, Mohendro and Ratna, that this little boy had fallen into the pond. They dragged him out, he wasn't breathing, they brought a doctor in, and the doctor had declared him dead, drowned from falling into the pond. The two evangelists fell on their knees beside this boy and they started praying as desperately as they knew how, while they were massaging his chest and doing mouth-to-mouth resuscitation with this little child. They kept it up for 1 hour, and then someone came to their side and touched Mohendro on the shoulder and said, "He's gone. I mean, the doctor has declared him dead. There's no point in keeping on with this treatment. Why not just let it be as it is?" But they kept on. They kept massaging. They kept trying to breathe some life back into this little boy and praying, "Dear God, please use this tragedy for the glory of your name. Please let something good happen out of this terrible event." Then suddenly the boy sneezed. Water and mud just gushed out of his mouth at that point. And then suddenly he sneezed again, and he started breathing. And just a few minutes later, after an hour and a half of working over this boy, trying to get him back breathing again, they returned the child into his rejoicing mother's arms. And immediately when the villagers saw what had happened to this boy, they started praising Mohendro and Ratna and thanking them so much for what they had done for their village. But Mohendro raised his hand at that point. "The glory for this event, this miracle," he said, "goes to God. Praise the great God of heaven who created the earth and all that is in it, who has worked this miracle in saving this child." That day, 100 villagers came forward and went through some Bible studies with Mohendro and Ratna. And they eventually accepted the gospel and became baptized. And that boy that had fallen into the pond received a new name because of the miraculous experience of being raised from the dead by God through these gospel outreach missionaries. He was called Lazarus. He is a living testimony of what God can do in making a tragedy into a wonderful opportunity for spreading the gospel to these people in Bangladesh. Thank you so much for watching another Gospel Outreach episode. I hope you'll tune in again next week for another story, and perhaps leave a comment or subscribe to our YouTube channel. God bless.